to Shut the Hell Up podcast with yours truly, Miss Mo. I want to send a special shout out again and again and again to you, amazing producer, Mr. Fossil. I am so excited with this Wednesday wisdom message that I am so eager to drop into your spirit and your soul and your mind and your heart on today. I hope that this message finds you in the best of health, that your mental is taken care of, and that your emotions are in control, and that your heart is filled and full of unconditional love, joy, peace, God, self, and life. I am so thankful to God for all things. I'm thankful for being able to be here sitting with you as I drop, as I would say, gems and diamonds and petals and roses and all of that good stuff, wisdom, into your amazing souls. And my topic today is change is inevitable. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Although we hate when life ushers us into a changing mode, position, episode, season, time, and moment in life. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm not ready for that change to happen, sometimes it feels like a struggle to letting go what was, to grabbing hold to what is now your new normal. And oftentimes we fight change because we want things to stay just as they are and was. And I am here to encourage you, as I had to encourage myself. In my life, I've been faced with so many opportunities that required me to change either my mind, my spirit, my heart, my soul, my life, my address, my phone number, my way of thinking, my way of feeling, my way of desiring, and even changing who I wanted at one time and no longer did. Life is always calling us to change. And sometimes we fight because we want, as I stated before, we want things to stay as they are or as it was. We don't even want to change some people out of our lives because we look at that our loyalty, but sometimes your loyalty can be loyal to a fault, that you can be holding on to people, places, and things far too long, and life is saying, I have another hand for you. I have another life for you. I have another season for you. I have another time for you. But if you don't let go, and I'm even going to share this with you, life, sometimes it don't need your permission. It will shift you even if you don't move your feet. Can I get a witness? I've tried so many times to stop life from happening, and life shoved me out the way, and it happened anyhow. And it was difficult to deal with that change. And I had to grow into acceptance and accepting that my life will no longer be the same. And when I found out the importance of change, and that change is inevitable because it requires a choice and a decision to be made that enhances your growth process. Sometimes we don't want to grow. We want to stay small. We want to stay short. We want to stay empty. We want to stay broken. We want to stay victimized. We want to stay hurt. We want to stay in dysfunctional relationships, mindsets, and you name it. But life, and including not just life, but God is always calling us up and out of ourselves. He's always calling us higher. He's always calling us to and from. He's always pulling us out of our past, out of our pain, out of our misery, out of our sadness. He's always sending somebody that has your change in their hands, in their mind, in their spirit, in their hearts, in their soul. They are destined for your change. Be it good or evil, somebody has your change in their hands, in their pocket, in their lives. And I don't count the bad out and I don't count the good out, because you need them both. And so sometimes people are in your life and it seems like you're giving me hell, you're bringing me down. But that kind of change, and it either prompts you to grow, it prompts you to be broken out of a mindset, a behavior, a trigger, a trauma, a struggle. Because oftentimes we think that if the change is bad, then it was sent by Satan, which it can be true sometimes, but sometimes the assignment is to show you what's going on the inside of you and what you need to overcome, what you need to outgrow, and the decision you need to make so that this type of behavior, this type of change has no more power over your life again. And then it will usher you into a better change, a new change. And so I am just so excited about the changes in my life. As I stated in one of my podcasts, that I had to make some serious changes in my life. I had to let go of some relationships and some people, places, and things. And I had to change my phone number. And I had to do some things so that it can encourage and enhance my growth and levels that I'm no longer will I ever be the same. And so we have to stop fighting the change that wants to make us better, and learn from the changes that makes us worse. I'll say that again. We have to stop fighting the change that makes us better and learn from the changes that made us worse. Everything is here to teach us. Life is a big classroom with many teachers and students. Sometimes you're the teacher and sometimes you're the student. And when I am positioned to be a student, I take notes because I am destined to not take this class again, because I know what it's like to fail a class over and over. I'm talking about in life, not in school. But in life, I failed. And I had to take it over. And I failed and I had to take it over. And I failed and I had to take it over. But it was different people, places, and things that my teachers changed, but the lesson was the same. And I'm so thankful to God. I'm so thankful to God that the change that I'm in, the season that I'm in is changing me for the better and for the good, because the lessons I learned is growing me, it's bettering me, and it's teaching me that I don't want to experience that again. I don't want to have to learn that again. Let's stop fighting to hold on to what God and life and what our souls really need. We need that change. Sometimes people change for the worse. Sometimes people change. 1 minute they're good and then they flop and they change to become something worse, something bad, something detrimental, not only to their souls, but to the lives they enter into. Some people change on you because they jealous of you, or they jealous for the people that you have in your life, over the people you have in your life. Some people change on you because you're growing and they can't grow with you. And that's okay. Some people stop the changes in their lives because they like who they are. And to change, it costs too much to change. And so I don't have the time and the investment in my change as I ought to, so I remain who I am. I can't run with people like that. If you're not investing in changing for the better, for the good, if you're not changing because you know you need it, I cannot hang with you, because I'm always on the change. I'm always on the growing and the leveling up from where I was yesterday. I want to be somewhere else on today. I am big on investing in my change because it is inevitable that people change and that things change, and they're not always going to be the same. Yeah, you may have some years of things being the same, but life is always, let me say this, life will always have a way of knocking on your door saying, it's time for change. I encourage you on today, make the change. Make the change in yourself. Make the change in your mind. Make the change in your hearts. Make the change in your souls. Make the changes in your relationships, even your relationship with yourself, with God, with life, with your businesses, your jobs, with your finances. Make the changes that you need in order to grow. And let's stop being stuck on what it was, what it is, and know that it is okay. It is okay. It is okay to change. So I encourage you on today, as words of wisdom from God to my soul, to yours. Let change gift you with something far better than what you've already had or always had. Sometimes it hurts people when they see that you changed your relationship. Some people got married with the intent till death do us part, and then all of a sudden life happened, and now we're in two different quarters. We're in two different cities, two different states. We're in two different places within ourselves, and it changed us. That we're no longer in love. We're no longer together. Some people don't even end up being friends after the divorce. They become enemies. They become hard-hearted. They become angry and bitter and cold. See, that's a change. As long as things were good, you were at your best. But then when things prompt us to change our relationship status, now we're evil towards each other. Some changes make you look at yourself and make you see that you were that all along. The change just had to happen so that you can see who you really are in that relationship. I often say, when you land with somebody, they tell you all these amazing, wonderful things about you. They make you feel like you're the best thing that ever happened to them. And then when you start to change and outgrow the relationship and you're starting to want more and to be more, now they say the most hurtful, evil, dark, and doomful things about you. The change happens so you can see that you were sleeping with the enemy all along. I haven't had a lot of intimate relationships in my life, but I want to tell you, I have yet to sleep with someone other than the enemy. That's why I'm single. Yeah, I'm single because I refuse to give the good that I am, because I'm always growing to be my better self and my best self. Because I know what it's like to be in my dark self, my broken self, my hurtful self, my confused and miserable self. And I refuse to be with someone that wants me to dwell backwards than forward. Let me say that again. I refuse to be with someone that wants me to dwell and live backwards than forward. And so if you're holding me back, and if you're refusing to match my energy, match my determination, match my goals, match my change, I have to say bye-bye. Because again, I know what it's like to be stuck in time, because I refuse to change with time. Time is going to change whether you're on board or not. And you can stay stuck, and time can still move with you in your stuck place. But I wanted to move with time. I wanted to move with change. And I no longer want to be held bound to someone else's difficulty to change to be better, because they struggle with staying who they are. Life is calling me to change. At the end of last year, prompting to this year, life has been prompting me and ushering me to change. I've been starting my new business and working on my new podcast and doing some other new things that I will not name, because I don't believe that you should tell your right hand what your left hand is doing, or your left hand what your right hand is doing. That some people just have to wait for the surprise. But let me tell you, I'm changing things. I'm changing me. Not only me, I'm changing even my walk closer to God. I'm changing the way I think about myself and life. I'm changing my options. I'm changing, because it's inevitable for you to grow and to change and to be your better best self. There are so many other layers in you and so many other dreams that are waiting to be lived and unveiled and revealed out of you. There's more to your story. There's more to you. And sometimes we are afraid to change. I've been in relationships where people saw me making moves to my better, and they said, "You're changing. You're being different." Baby, don't change. What's wrong? Come on, let's stay like this. Let's do. No. It is in me to change because I know what it's like not knowing how important change is. And so I refuse to let anyone stop or block what I need to change in my life. I often tell people, you will not sit in the seat of my life and prohibit me from changing, and you will not sit in the seat of my life being who you are accepting yourself to be without change and think you're going to have a place in me or in my life and it's going to be okay. No. Just as the movie theater has exit signs, if the way my life is changing is not a good flick for you, please exit. Because if you don't exit, I'll lead you out. I'll throw you out of my life. Yes, I will. It's time that we change the way we see ourselves, the way we see life, the way we think about things. It's time to change your desires. Some people are with people and you're not even in love with them no more. Everything about them in you has changed. Some people are with people because they're using them as a rebound. Because somebody changed on them and no longer wanted them. So they found somebody, a rebound, and they haven't even made the proper changes in themselves, the reason why the other person didn't want them. I'll get somebody to accept me for who I am. I'm a mess, I'm broken, I'm traumatized, I'm triggered, I'm depressed, I have low self-esteem, I'm insecure, I'm fearful, I'm jealous, I don't want nothing in life. So let me find somebody that is okay with this, because the person I had, they were growing too fast and too much, and I didn't fit in. And they had the right to let me go. I had to let a person go because I wanted too much. My mom always knew I was that child that wanted more, that I was not going to just settle for my bottom, because I watched my mom live from the bottom upon her death. And sometimes the bottom is just what people, it's okay for others, but it's not for the rest of us. And it's not looking down on people that is in the bottom. If that's the way you like to roll your boat, kudos to you. Because not all of us have the same mindset, and not all of us are wanting the same things in life, and not all of us have the same desires. And some of us don't want more, and it's okay. And us that want more, we should not look down on those that doesn't, but we don't have to settle either. How can two walk together except they agree? And I'm not agreeing to live from the place you're living from when I am called to more, when I'm chosen for more. I am destined for more. Sometimes we're not taught that. Sometimes we are stuck in the changes that our parents didn't make. Sometimes we're stuck in the changes of the changes that were not made in our environment as a kid. And so we're reliving those moments. Let's make the changes that are called for our betterment. Let's change the way we look at people and think about people and how we talk about people and how we feel about people. Let's change how we think about ourselves. Sometimes we think the worst about ourselves. We think we're ugly, we're fat, we're this, we're that. Let's change what we want in life and let's stop settling. Let's stop settling. Let's stop being afraid to grow. Let's stop being afraid to tap into those amazing, gifted, talented dreams that are on the inside of you. One thing my mother taught me in her death, I say this a lot, she gave me more in her death than she did in her living, is don't leave here with your gifts in you. Don't leave here full. Empty out your cup. And she didn't say this to me, but when I heard of her death, that's what came to my spirit. Don't leave here unhealed. Don't leave here broken and shattered. Don't leave here traumatized. Don't leave here unchanged. I pursue change. I pursue it like it's crazy how I pursue change. And some people don't like that about me. And hey, that's your problem, not mine. I love changing. I'm a Scorpio and I am not on the, like there are different levels of Scorpios. I'm at my Phoenix. I'm at my transformational. I love dying and resurrecting. I love becoming. I love changing. I love growing. I love stepping out of one part of myself into another. I love the fact that God let me know that there are so many levels to your living. There's so many parts of you that are waiting to be lived. That side had its turn. That part had its turn. It's time for a change. Don't expect something different if you're holding on to all you ever known. Don't expect what you aren't willing to give and do. Some people want you to change, but they're not even putting a finger to their own change. Stop asking people to do what you are failing and refusing to do in you. I want you to love me more. And you don't even love yourself. You're not even implementing love. Yeah, this was a deep one today. As you can hear it in my voice. I'm so big on change. I'm so big on change because it breaks my heart when you find people still where you left them at. When they're still talking the same language. When they still have the same mindset. When they're still hurting in the same place. Because they're refusing the change that will make them better, that will heal them, deliver them, save them, and set them free. Let's make the changes that we need. And let's stop asking others to do what we are failing to do in ourselves and what we're failing to do in our own lives. Change is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, especially if it's for your good. I take nothing from my journey, even the bad. I'm so thankful for it because it taught me the changes that I need to make in order for things to be good. I want to say to you and say to you in the best way, don't fight your change. If life is calling you to change your household, change your relationships, change your mind, change your heart, change your spirit, change your job, change whatever it is calling and prompting you to change, I encourage you to change. 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 Give yourself the opportunity that is gifted to you from God. Change who you are. I had this one guy I was seeing in my early 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old self. And I talked to him when I was in my late 30s. And he was just reminding me all of the things that he and I did when I was 19, 20, 21, and 22. And he just kept talking about her and talking about her. And I said, hey, I'm not her anymore. I don't have those same desires. I don't feel the way she felt. I can't give you what she gave you because I am not into you like I was then. I don't feel the same. I've changed so much. People want you where they found you. And he was talking and he didn't realize that I'm so grown. I've so outgrown that self. And if that's all you have is those memories, you need to know me on the stature, on the level I am right now. I'm all woman. I'm mature. I'm a wise woman. I'm a grown woman. I'm not broken anymore. I'm not traumatized. I'm not triggered. I'm not shattered because that's the woman you were with. I'm not her. So talk to me where I am and not where I was. Sometimes people so stuck on who you was that they can't even see you change to become something so phenomenal and greater than where they found you. Don't let people keep you stuck in their fantasies, their dreams, their desires, and again, where they found you. I'm so thankful to God. I can't say it enough. I'm so thankful for the changes in my life. I'm so thankful for the changes in me. I'm so thankful that I don't resist or fight against the changes that are called to my life. And yes, it hurts to change. That's the cost. Everything has a price. Everything has a sacrifice. And there are growing pain. It costs you to change because you have to undo what was so that you can do what is now. I hope I'm saying something to someone. As I stated before, my podcast is not for everyone, but for those that it is for, I encourage you to change. Look at the world now. Things are changing and we are losing our minds because the change is ludicrous. We're not used to all this going on. Some things are happening we never lived before. Even that is teaching us what we have to do, the changes we have to make now in life and for ourselves. Don't knock anything that is happening, because there are lessons in it all that will prompt you to become, or you will crash. I want to say to you and say to all, my dears and my loves, it is time for change. Change has been knocking on your doors, on your hearts, on your minds, on your jobs, on your souls, and it is prompting you for change. It is time to do something you never done before. Let it go and let it be. I love you all. I thank you for listening. I thank you for listening, and I pray and I hope that I drop some petals, some jewels, some gems, some diamonds in your amazing souls, and that it will prompt you to think about the next change that is calling you higher, out, in, and to. May your day be absolutely amazing. May your night be phenomenal, and may you find yourself in the heart of change and no longer fighting what needs to be because you're afraid of losing everything that was. God bless you all. Be kind, be nice, be loving, be forgiving, be humble, be true, and be in love with yourself. Because when you love yourself, you think of all the good and the best things you can give to yourself. Until the next time, be good to you and to others. God bless.